welcome back to Bayou City Geeks, episode 41. Sincerest apologies for the delay, but I'm your co-host, Bobby Behar, and with me, as always,
Jason Elliott. Ooh, yeah.
So we got a lot of shit to cover. First off, because of the coronavirus, Emerald City Con, yeah. Emerald has been pushed back to the summer. South by Southwest has been canceled.
For the first time that I can remember.
And it is the first time in 34 years.
Wow, I mean, and they're talking about, WrestleMania possibly being canceled. You know that's not going to happen. WrestleMania is not going to be canceled. Vince McMahon has invested way too much money in that event for it to be canceled. He may move it like they did with the WrestleMania 7 when Sergeant Slaughter kept getting death threats, and they moved it to the LA Sports Arena instead of the LA Coliseum.
Dude, honestly, right now, I wouldn't be shocked if they do postpone it. Only because if you have... Okay, so you've got one con postponed. You've got a huge festival that is 3 weeks long canceled. You have...
Coachella.
You've got actually was reading it today on Business Insider that airplanes are literally having ghost trips. They're wasting fuel so they can keep their spots in the air. They're just burning gas. There's no one on the plane. Trips have been just decimated because of this.
Yeah, I wonder if the San Diego Comic-Con...
I was talking to James about this. Comic-Palooza, San Diego. Hopefully by that time people are, have learned to wash their goddamn hands, but I don't know. But here's the thing. We have Comic-Palooza is in May. So that's 2 months from now.
Yeah.
We'll see. But we don't know. Comic-Palooza has announced some really awesome guests. Yeah. Christopher Priest, who I really want to meet.
Yeah.
Ryan Stegman from Venom.
Yeah, Christopher Priest wrote some of the definitive Black Panther stories.
Black Panther, Justice League. He's done some amazing work. So, but those are the two big things. I know South by Southwest, a lot of people are hurting from that because that was a huge event for a lot of people who were just while it did cause a lot of congestion in Austin, it also
makes them a lot of money.
And pays rent for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So
have it this year. Ooh.
So it's
some people depend on that.
A lot of people depend on it. All right, so that's our big news. All right, so jumping from that to movies. The big deal lately was that Steven Spielberg has jumped off Indiana Jones 5. Put in the hands of James Mangold. Sorry,
Wolverine.
He's done a lot of good stuff. Wolverine, Logan.
That's right. Yeah, Logan. Yeah.
So Spielberg said that he's doing it to put the franchise into another generation's hands. Let them do with it what they will.
Well, maybe you might see Indiana Jones be Logan-ish.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for
and they said that they want to deal with Indy getting older, and that sort of thing. Because a lot of these heroes, a lot of these franchises, they never deal with their characters aging. They just kind of, okay, this actor's in, or this actor's out, this actor's in.
Exactly. This one, I think it would be a great end to Indiana Jones to having Mangold. Finish it off. Bob Iger. Done at Disney. Bob Chapek is now the new CEO.
Yeah, and this has been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
Bob Iger, he's got money. He's doing the creative stuff with Disney. So
Disney does not do things willy-nilly.
No, they have a plan in place.
Exactly.
Like Warner Brothers. I'm sorry to say.
I'm not sorry to say. Warner Brothers don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, they don't. Look at Justice League and Batman, Superman. Ben Affleck has stated there were a lot of problems on Justice League.
Oh yeah. and you can easily see it. All right, so Marvel. Tom Holland wants Spider-Man to be in WandaVision. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
And I'm hearing about that Christian Bale could be the villain.
The villain, and Thor. Yes, it has been confirmed that he will be the villain. However, they're still kind of coy with it. Everyone still hopes he's Beta Ray Bill, which
would be cool.
Which would be cool. And Beta Ray Bill was a bad guy at one point through misunderstandings.
Yeah.
So we'll see. The Spider-Man 3 working the title they give to is Serenity Now, playing off the Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
So What does that mean for Peter Parker? We don't know.
Well, he never gets Serenity.
Never.
And it's very short-lived when he does.
Exactly. Because Serenity now, insanity later. All right. Jumping from Marvel to DC, we did get our first look at the new Batsuit. Now, and the new Batmobile.
Mm-hmm. And it's with a Dodge Charger, I guess. Charger-esque.
It looks Charger-esque. Looks kind of Ford GT40-esque. Now, the rumor is that the suit that we have seen will be his a prototype or year one, and it gets destroyed, and he gets into the more Batman suit that we know and love.
Traditional Batman
exactly.
Suit. And possibly the same thing could happen with the Batmobile.
Exactly. Everyone's like, "Well, this looks like he like."
Now, if he keeps that Batmobile.
But here's the thing, though. That Batmobile has been compared to a lot to the Jim Aparo '80s Batmobile.
Yeah.
They're very sleek, very quick.
And they were saying that maybe he was he might be part of the Fast and Furious,
the Bat family. So every Batman has had a Batmobile that has matched their style.
Yeah.
And so I think
kind of like the era
and match the era. Like Bale's Tumbler was more realistic, much more grounded. Was a tank. Affleck's Batmobile was much more violent.
Yeah, and kind of superhero-esque,
exactly.
Guns
and so I think this one, is going for the more sleek, quick approach.
Street
exactly.
Approach, yeah.
Affleck has confirmed that he is completely done with Batman due to his saving his sanity
and his sobriety.
Which if that's what it takes, then.
But you know what? It just sucks though. I really wanted to see him fight Deathstroke.
Oh, he was an amazing Batman.
Yeah.
He was an amazing Batman, and it sucks that Warner Brothers kind of, fucked everything up so badly.
And that contributed too, because the thing is, he even said, a friend of his told him, you're not going to be sober if, with your first two experiences from Batman, Superman, and Justice League, and
exactly.
That friend has just saved his life.
Exactly. Jeffrey Wright has revealed that he's reading the Bob Kane, Bill Finger Batman to get on his research on Commissioner Gordon. If he is playing Commissioner, he could be playing Captain Gordon. We don't know just yet, but that'd be really cool.
Yeah, just do all your research. I like it when the people just delve in.
Yeah.
The source material that they don't know and they go into research. Judd Nelson did that for Steel. Even though that movie sucked. He ran into Golden Apple. Hey, I need Steel comics. And then Hugh Jackman. He just, grabbed the reins on Wolverine and rode that character.
Exactly. The Suicide Squad has finished. Tim Gunn did the same thing. He read every Suicide Squad issue available before he did that.
Did he go to DC Unlimited?
I'm pretty sure DC just said, hey, here's our entire vault.
That's true.
Here's everything. Or they probably just did give him, DC Unlimited. Venom 2, we have our first look at Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy. It's nothing, but he looks cool.
Yeah.
Better than the Annie wig.
Yeah, and I just want to see, what he does, as Carnage. I think he's going to do a very, very good job, so. He can do crazy. Natural Born Killers, that pretty much was Cletus Cassidy on screen.
Exactly. All he has to do is play that character again.
But he's just going to have more special effects to work with.
True. Godzilla vs. Kong is testing positive.
Yeah, it's good.
Which is good.
The last Godzilla movie,
Okay, I like the last Godzilla film because it gave me what I wanted. Giant monsters fighting each other.
Yeah.
I don't need human development. I don't need character development. Just give me fucking monsters fighting.
That's what it's like when they try to do that human story, and it's a lot like Transformers. Transformers didn't really give you. I'm talking the animated series.
Oh yeah. See, Anna Taylor-Joy has seen the New Mutants, and both her and Josh Boone are happy with the final cut.
I can't wait. This has been, 3 years in the making?
2 to 3 years at least. No, 3 to 4 years in the making. Here's the thing, and this is what's absolutely ridiculous. They just went back to Josh Boone's original cut.
Well, you have to, okay.
They had some. I know they had some reshoots.
They didn't want his cut. Fox didn't. But apparently Marvel's like, this is really good. Yeah. Kevin Feige, dude. The thing is, I wish they would kind of retcon it and then put them into the MCU.
Apparently they are.
Well, I heard they're not. That the word on the street was that they're not going to retcon it. It's just going to be the last under the Fox umbrella. And
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'd read somewhere that they were planning, talking about retconning it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, if it does, that's great, because, I want to see what Maisie Williams looked like when she saw Wolfed Up.
Let's see here. Jason Blum would love to revive more Universal monsters because of the success of Invisible Man.
You know what? I need to go see that one.
Same.
But it kind of comes off like Hollow Man, like a better version of Hollow Man.
Well, so who plays the actress in it?
Elizabeth Moss.
Okay, Elizabeth Moss, right. The director actually went to her with the final script, said, here, make this better from a woman's perspective. And that's why it's so...
Yeah, because it deals with the Me Too movement, abuse,
And it is like, I read an article, I think, in the New Yorker, and how, or on Yahoo, it was a woman's like ultimate nightmare.
Yeah.
Being chased by a psycho ex who you can't see.
It's like the reversed Fatal Attraction.
Exactly. Okay, so honestly, Blumhouse does.
Yeah, and their Halloween comes out. Halloween Kills.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for that one.
Now, granted, their Fantasy Island didn't do too hot, but
and I think Michael Pena was Tattoo. He was
no. Michael Pena was Ricardo Montalban's character.
Well, was there even a tattoo in that movie?
It was a chick.
Okay.
It wasn't like a tattoo ass, but
like a little
it wasn't a little person. It was a woman. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I mean, it didn't really catch my eye.
Yeah, and that's what like. See, I love Pena, but I can't help but sing Ricardo Montalban. You just have to say it like that.
Probably should have gotten Antonio Banderas. Ooh, that's about as close as Ricardo Montalban as you're gonna get.
Antonio for Ricardo. I like that. There we go. That's about as much flavor as you'll get in this episode.
And you know what? I think they should have had him in the second Star Trek, in the Darkness. I mean, if you're gonna sit up there and go full con,
do it. All right, so Tomb Raider 2 starts filming in April. Now they're gonna use the last two Tomb Raiders as a basis for the next one.
Okay, I mean.
So
because like the first one was like the video game, like not the PlayStation video game, the PlayStation 3 and 4 video games, and you can tell because Alicia, how do you say her last name? Vikander, Michael Fassbender's wife.
Yep.
She looked exactly like the Lara Croft that's in these new video games.
Yep.
Which are awesome. People, if you have the resources, go to your local GameStop, Amazon, whatever, and get them.
Let's see here. Simon Pegg is returning for Mission Impossible 7.
Yeah.
Kind of figured as much.
Yeah.
Kind of figured as much.
And he's in very good shape too.
Yeah. Tom Holland has read the script for Uncharted and says it's one of the best scripts he's read.
And Mark Wahlberg aged himself out, but he's playing Sully.
Is he playing Sully?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I still would have liked to have seen what he would have done with Nathan Drake, but they just couldn't get their shit together.
I'd rather Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, either Nathan Fillion or my dark horse candidate was Robbie Amell. He looks exactly like
Robbie Amell would have been good.
I mean, if you're going off pure look, that guy looks exactly like him.
That's true. Now, he said it's drawing inspiration from Uncharted 4, which was awesome, which was also a lot of flashbacks. So we'll see about that. New pics of Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss from The Matrix 4 have come out. Now,
video too.
And some video. Now the rumor is that this might be a prequel to The Matrix, and they're playing the original Neo and Trinity.
Because that's right, because The Matrix Reloaded, it gets to a certain point, then it reloads.
Exactly. Let's see here.
Play it all over again.
Right.
Because the thing is, he doesn't have Neo. I mean, if you really look at the video, Neo's riding on the back of a motorcycle. He's, in San Francisco with a hat on his head. He doesn't really know anything. And Trinity is really, she's like she was when you first see her.
Right. Exactly. But they're not like in like the black leather.
And neither is he. He's just kind of wandering aimlessly.
And that's what I think they're reloading it. Rick Moranis is returning to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sequel on Disney Plus. He's coming back out of retirement.
I'm waiting to see that. It's too bad he couldn't do new Ghostbusters.
True. I mean, his retirement to take care of his kids
after his wife
died. I mean, you really can't hate on any of that.
Hell no.
You're like, all right, well. Let's see here. Roland Emmerich still wants to make Independence Day 3.
Okay, I thought that last movie that came out was Independence Day.
That was 2.
Yeah,
That was 2.
it sucked.
Yeah, it was not good.
Just ignore it. I mean, because Will Smith didn't want to do it. So they got Jesse T. Usher from Survivor's Remorse to do it.
And Shaft.
Yeah.
And The Boys.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I mean, it was a well-cast film, just wasn't a good story.
No, and then they wasted Goldblum, right?
Yep. Goldblum came back.
Was Bill Pullman back for that one too?
Yeah, Bill Pullman died at the end of it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Adam Goldberg from the Goldbergs fame wants to do a Fanboy sequel, which if you haven't seen Fanboys, watch it. It's amazing. But instead of getting the unreleased episode 1, he wants to go for the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Oh yes.
Which would be
Ben
amazing.
Affleck. I heard that there's a deal that's trying to come together where HBO Max.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Would release the Snyder cut, which
I think that would be a huge selling point.
everything I have read from everyone who's been part of that making has said that they have a movie.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not finished. So I don't think Warner Brothers is going to give him $30 more million to.
I think a lot of the CGI wasn't completely finished. I think it's like 80% done.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of CGI is not done, but they're not going to give him money to go back and help him finish a movie that was a failure. It's just the Warner Brothers way of thinking.
Which sucks though, because I think if they let Snyder finish his vision.
Yeah, it's like all the way it went down when he got when he said he was stepping down as director, and then.
I mean, when he stepped down,
it was because of family problems.
Well, his daughter committed suicide.
Yeah.
No one had an issue with that. I think it was the fact that when Whedon took over, Whedon took out all the seriousness and put in the humor.
Yeah.
And
it's a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly.
And the thing is, yeah, I mean, Justice League could have used moments of levity, but don't sit there and just entirely change.
It's not the Avengers. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything, any other movie news. No. Mm-mm. No, that's it. We're short, sweet, to the point. I did finally watch Terminator Dark Fate, and it was really good.
Yeah, it just didn't do well, so we won't get another one.
Which, you didn't see it, did you?
No.
Okay. How'd you know about the beginning with John Connor?
Oh, because Edward Furlong talked about it.
Oh, okay, so you know what happened to him then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so spoilers, John Connor just straight up just shotgunned in the chest in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what the shit? By a Terminator. And it creates a whole new timeline, which...
a whole new story, and I think that's what they were trying to go for, because it was all about, John Connor, leader of this world, and then, boom.
Yeah. What happens when that happens? So that is movies. Do we have... Wait, how long has it been since our last episode?
It's been a while.
So, did we cover Harley Quinn?
No, we have not. No, we didn't.
B+.
Yeah, B+. The thing is, the DC movies are slowly getting better.
Yes.
And the thing is, Harley Quinn is basically the Deadpool of the DC universe.
Very much so.
Irreverent, violent. I mean, if you look at Deadpool 1 and 2...
There's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor was great as Roman Sionis. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was great as Huntress.
And the thing is, I brought this up to you. You notice they don't have any scenes together.
Nope, none.
and they used to hate each other.
Yep.
And weren't his kids calling her trash or something?
Yep.
Like that? Yeah.
Because she broke up their marriage.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
They met on the set of Fargo.
Yes, okay, and I shouldn't say she did, because it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
So he broke up their marriage, but nevertheless, wonderfully cast film, really funny.
Cassandra Cain, they said if they do make a sequel, she is going to be the Cassandra Cain that we all know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the time that's passed, she's learned how to be an assassin.
Okay, screw it. I don't know who the villain would be. Maybe her versus the Joker. I know. However, I will say this: Harley Quinn, and we'll get in, actually, I'll just save it for TV because it's TV anyways. Yeah, I liked Harley Quinn. I thought it did a great job. Yeah. Great soundtrack too.
Yeah. The only thing is, I like Rosie Perez as Captain Montoya.
Yes.
but I just couldn't get the feeling out of my head that maybe Michelle Rodriguez would have been better.
I can't argue that.
You know, because the thing is, when they announced Rosie Perez, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, she's old. I mean, she's older. I mean, I hate to talk about age and everything like that, but I mean, she was like 57 years old.
Yeah,
and
I think
still hot as hell.
I think Rodriguez would have been a better choice, a little younger, because having Rosie Perez with Amy Wong.
Yeah, it just
as a couple, it didn't like if it had been Michelle Rodriguez, it'd been a bit more believable.
Yeah.
But I did like the fact that they kept her
gay
as a lesbian. Yeah, it was really well done. All right, that is it for movies.